Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And yes, we continue on with the theme for January, which is 1980s anime. I'll tell you, there were some really good ones that came out of this decade. Very iconic ones. Ones that are even being made to this day. And I'm sure we'll stumble across some. As usual, we'll look at the news of the week, see what's gone on, and then we'll hit up some rankings, see what shows are where, which ones are popular, which ones not so much. And then we'll do the main event, which will be showcasing a few of the good series from back in the day, and then we'll check out this season's shows that I'm watching, which I've really knocked it down a lot to my usual number. Makes it a little easier on me. All right. Well, as I'm getting ready here for the news, I just want to say hello to you, Fabric. Good to see you. The 80s was when anime finally came into its own, a golden age of lasers and oppai. Yes, you are so right. They brought more and more over from Japan because they found out it was cheap because the animation was already done, and then all they had to do was dub it. And the dubbing quality varied from show to show. But here we go. All right, this is going back to Monday. Crunchyroll reveals My Hero Academia Vigilante Season 2, same day English dub debut and cast. Trapped in a dating sim, the world of otome games is tough for mobs. Second season anime reveals returning cast, staff, and a 2026 debut. Apparently the second season was announced in 2022, quite a while ago. Took a while for this thing to get its second season. Detective Conan anime unveils new opening song by 80's. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. It's B''Z. Buzz. Artist Niken, writer Satoshi Majima to launch manga adaptation of Nitro Plus Doll's Nest game. Okay. Scarlet, K-pop Demon Hunters, Chainsaw Man Reze arc, Dandadan, more are nominated for Annie Awards. Fitness Boxing 3 game gets Persona 5 Royale DLC on January the 8th. Well, that's quite the crossover. 2022 was 70 years ago or so, it seems. I know. Get that Matt Damon meme going on where it's just like, he just ages. And it's like, wow, that was that long ago? Sonic Racing Crossworlds game adds Pac-Man DLC on January the 7th. The second that Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime film announces more cast and an insert song artists. And that's it for Monday, the January 5th. Move along to Tuesday. Cosmic Princess Kaguya anime film unveils more of Japanese cast and English cast in a new trailer. Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers anime casts Sayaka Kinoshita as Nasty Yagyu. That's one that I watched the first episode of, Samurai Troopers. Makes me want to watch the original though, because this is a remake. So I know they probably changed a lot of things. The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince game gets PC release. Crunchyroll adds Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers, the Casebook of Arn, Fureru, and more anime. Netflix adds Pokemon Horizons Season 3 Rising Hope anime. Amazon Prime Video adds Monster Strike Deadverse Reloaded anime. Romeo is a Dead Man game previews story in new trailer. Romeo's a Dead Man. Okay. It's coming for the PS5, Xbox, and PC. The remake isn't as solid in your opinion? Yeah, okay. It's typically how it goes. So it's disappointing, I guess is what it boils down to. Like you couldn't just capture the essence of what it was when it first came out. Here's some news though. Discotek to release Lupin the Third versus Cat's Eye. Cutie Honey Tears Films. Lupin the Third specials on Blu-ray disc. Ah. Great job, Discotek. That's what I like to see. It's going to release a lot of the classic shows that people just, we need to see these. And it's physical media, so, I mean, that's even better. You have it, you hold it in your hand, you play it over and over again, you lend it to people. You know it's not going to get butchered and, you don't need to get charged again and again for watching it. You just own it, it's yours. But it's Lupin the Third, so very good. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined game reveals opening movie and playable demo. I think I mentioned this on somebody else's stream, probably Brandon's, that now with the passing of Akira Toriyama, the characters are kind of like getting changed so they don't look like they're drawn in his style anymore. And you can sort of see it with the image here. But that's unfortunate. Hey, it's Alex Moore. How you doing, Alex? Grabbing a seat? Right on. As usual, we'll just go through the news. It's the 80s this month, you betcha. Let's see here. Code Vein 2 Games walkthrough trailer reveals character creator demo. You need to buy another copy of Lupin. Yours is on VHS. Nice. I still have all my VHS tapes that has anime on it. And you know what? I'll still buy more if I can find them. The Casebook of Arn anime posts new video and a visual. Reading this one sounds strange. The person I loved asked me to die in my sister's stead. Novels that get anime. Okay, so these are novels and they're gonna make an anime about it. This one sounds kind of strange. But that's it for Tuesday. Let's move along to Wednesday. Let's just pause for a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just my sinuses are acting up. Let's see. We'll move along. As soon as I deal with this. All right, moving on to Wednesday. New high school Kimingumi anime brings back Kenichi Ogata as the principal. Oh, he reprises his role from the original anime. Hell's Paradise, Jigo Kuraku Season 2's new video unveils Queen Bee's ending song. Easygoing territory defense by the Optimistic Lord anime streams first 3 minutes. Shiboyugi playing death games to put food on the table unveils main promo video and 5 more cast members. He called you a homie. Was that an 80's bot? Hey, homie. There's a few things that I don't like it when people call me that, and yeah, it's don't call me homie. You can refer to me as Pop, or if you don't know me, if you're just meeting me, it's like just call me mechanic, whatever. Homie is like too familiar. Same with dude. Hey, dude. Like don't call me that. I just I don't speak that way to people, and I prefer if they do not speak that way to me. So this Shiboyugi playing death games, this is like Hunger Games the anime. It's gotta be. I haven't watched it yet, but it seems like that's what it sounds like from the title. But I guess we'll have to see when they're going to release it. Crunchyroll holds one-day English dubbed screening of Zombieland Saga anime film on January the 19th. It's going to screen in US and Canada as part of the Crunchyroll Anime Nights program. I mean, you could support Crunchyroll. But if it's going to be on the big screen, if it's something that you enjoy, personally, I'm not a big fan of zombies, so. Crunchyroll reveals the Shiboyugi playing death games put food on the table anime same-day English dub debut and cast. So they're going to do it on the same day dub. Crazy. Mochio's game trailer reveals PC release on January the 19th. G-Kids to release The Boy and the Beast film on 4K UHD. Toho Blossom's Blade remaster game launches for Switch on January 22nd. The PC version will be available on January 21st. The Dangers in My Heart film casts Momoko Terasawa as drummer Akira. Blackjack manga gets comedy short anime. I don't know, was Blackjack meant to be a comedy? I mean, seems pretty dark. But that's all for Wednesday. Let's move along to Thursday. Chainsaw Man anime film drops to number 9. Demon Slayer stays at number 10. 4K remaster of Paprika ranked at number 1 in movie theater rankings. Huh. You'll have to check it out. You wonder if it's the deathmatch thing with human-animal hybrids. The MC likes the female hybrid, I think. Ah, okay. You're sad, Alex. It's the final Dangers volume soon. Ah, okay. You really like that one, eh? Dangers in Your Heart? That one, I really haven't, no, I haven't watched that at all. Yo Oizumi performs Oedo Fire Slayer, the Legend of Phoenix anime's ending song. The Camphorwood Custodian film reveals more cast. Bonus, a bonus text story for moviegoers. Blackjack wasn't meant to be a comedy. It was just badly written. There you are. That's, well, they're doing something about it. They're doing a little short, a comedic short. Pui Pui Mulcar director Tomoki Misato, Wit Studio reveal Candy Carey's original stop-motion TV anime April debut. Okay, so stop motion. It's one of those so bad it's good. Are we talking ghost stories here? The Japanese animation TV ranking. Here we go. Are we going to have the video game rankings though? I think they missed it last week. Saze-san, then Detective Conan, Chibi-Moko-chan, Crayon Shin-chan, Doraemon, Blue Burrow, Season 2, One Piece, Wandance. I don't think I've ever heard of Wandance. Oshiri Tantai, Curious George, Shaun the Sheep. Wow, Shaun the Sheep actually made the list here. That's awesome. It looks like they are liking the stop motion animation done by Aardman. The same guys that did Wallace and Gromit. I gotta say, I really like those. Those were really well done. I've got all the Aardman films. And then at the bottom, it's Kagaku Boken Survival. Alright, so that's that. Yeah, like ghost stories. Nintendo launches a new My Mario Products apps in the US on February the 19th. They're going to be it's a line of Mario-themed products aimed at young children. Mario Tennis Fever games overview trailer previews new modes, characters, and fever rackets. The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon game streams opening movie. Sonic Racing Crossworlds game delays II DLC. Streams trailer for Pac-Man DLC. Dark Moon, the Blood Altar TV anime Fire Force anime's final run gets same-day English dubs. Both dubs debut on Friday. Stop motion peaked with Sinbad and Lou Ferrigno's Hercules. Yeah, what was his name? Harryhausen. Ray Harryhausen did the old stop motion for Sinbad. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, The Culling Game, Part 1 anime unveils ending theme song and visual. You and I Are Polar Opposites TV anime gets same day English dub. A little bit of morning drink there. Good old coconut water. No one's still watching or waiting for Fire Force? Yeah, is it? Did it fizzle out? Fire Force. Did it fizzle? Did it not live up to the hype? I don't know. G-Kids posts All You Need Is Kill anime film's action clip. I Draw This, Then Die. TV anime announces July premiere. Okay, that seems like a strange one. But that's it for Thursday. Let's move on to Friday. TMS Entertainment forms partnership with Taiwan's R Animation. Shiboyugi playing death games to put food on the table. TV anime reveals more cast. Scrap building promo video. Fire Force was extinguished by bad story. Oh, yep. It couldn't hold a candle to the other shows, I bet. Scum of the Brave TV anime previews opening theme and second promo video. You and I Are Polar Opposites anime cast TV producer Nobuyuki Sakuma. We'll just skip by the North American anime and manga releases. Still no video game rankings here. I'm getting concerned. Anime Ego to release Hotori, Simply Wishing for Hope anime special with English dub. The Ramparts of Ice anime reveals April 2nd debut on Netflix in English subtitled video. Setsuo Ito joins the cast of 4th season of Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. And that's it for Friday. Move along to Saturday. Lupin the Third, the movie, The Immortal Bloodline anime, listed as streaming on Amazon Prime Video on March the 24th. I don't know, Fabric. They should be doing rankings. It's just I didn't see them last week, and then this week they had the TV ones, but not the video game ones. Wonder if I need to go looking. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle film wins honorary award at Astra Film Awards. K-pop Demon Hunters wins Best Animated Feature, Best Voiceover Performance, Best Original Song. That's really, that one's really blowing up there, the K-pop Demon Hunters. Street Fighter 6 game streams teaser trailer for DLC character Alex. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Love R, Kiss Endless Memories games to launch for Switch 2. I haven't decided to get a Switch 2 yet. I'm perfectly happy with my Switch that I have right now. So yeah, no Switch 2 for me. I'm not going to run out and spend like $700 Canadian to buy a game console. Nah, that's all right. Needy Streamer Overload anime announces more cast on March 6th screening run in theaters. Okay. Idolish franchises Moth mini characters get stop motion anime. There you go, more stop motion. It seems that Japan is really falling in love with stop motion anime or stop motion shows. So that's good. I can appreciate the stop motion animation and the hours that it takes to put into it. You know, Alex looks forward to them. Makes you wonder if A&N fired the person who put them together, and if A&N is experiencing layoffs we need to know about. Maybe. Hey, how you doing, Selvair? Nice of you to join us. We're coming to the news of the week here. I think we're on. What are we on? Friday? Or I think we're on Friday. Just a minute. After all, the Bandai Namco thing came out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, Fabric. Well, we'll have to see what's going on here. See if we can find some answers. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Anime unveils Season 3's July debut and a new game app. Utta no Prince-sama, Dolce Vita, Utta no Prince-sama Shining live game stream teasers. Okay, so it's games. And it looks like they're in development for the Switch. Trigun Stargaze anime recasts Zazie the Beast. Cosmic Princess Kaguya anime film previews meeting in new sneak peek video. 100 Meters anime film reaches Netflix global top 10 for non-English films. Yeah, it's about, running the 100-meter dash, so, that classifies it as a sports anime. Maybe you'll see that on when I do sports animes one of these months. For the dub, which one? For Trigun, Alex? No, still didn't load up yet. Come on. What's the matter with you? There we go. The official X account for Trigun Stargaze announced on Saturday that Minami Takeyama has replaced the late voice actress Tarako in the role of Zazie the Beast. Staff also announced that Tarako had recorded dialogue for the first episode of the series prior to her death. Eee. She died March 2024 at the age of 63. Cause of death was not revealed. So there's going to be returning cast members and there's going to be new cast members. But it looks like it's just for the Japanese version. Okay. I watched actually Trigun recently. Me and Mrs. Mechanic watched it, and not bad. Very funny to start. Progressively got more serious, and then at the end was kind of a disappointment with the ending. I didn't like the ending very much. Track games always start conversations about race, and I never know why. After all, the 400 meter is clearly the superior race. 100 meters is so short. Let's get into like the 4x400, eh? Let's do the long relays. How about that? Okay, No Sleep for Kananami Date from The Somnium Files game stream system trailer. It's going to come out for the PS4, PS5, and Xbox. And that's it for Saturday. Now we're on to Sunday. Today, Code Vein 2 game reveals trailer highlighting the blinded Resurgence offspring. I don't know anything about this game. Star Detective Precure anime unveils main cast, staff, theme song artist, and a February 1st debut. Amazon Prime Video streams High School Kimengumi anime. Frere and Beyond Journey's End second season anime's promo video reveals Mrs. Green Apple's opening theme. Full Clearing Another World Under a Goddess with Zero Believers novels get TV anime. This almost sounds like Konosuba. Skeleton Knight in Another World, Season 2's new video reveals new returning staff and July debut. Here's some top news, and this one we didn't see on there, but Warner Brothers announces Scooby-Doo Goko shorts. So we're getting Scooby-Doo the anime, it looks like. Just little short clips, it looks like. In 2027. Whew. Scooby-Doo's been going since 1969. That is pretty crazy. But there you have it. That's it. You guys are all caught up in the news of the week. And I was going to get the rankings from Anime News Network, but they don't have them for the new season yet. What I do have for you is rankings from one of these sites where people watch their shows. And number 1 is Jujutsu Kaisen, the culling game. Kind of sounds like it's wrong. You still say Hestia is Bestia? I'm not going to argue with you, Faber. But yes, number 1 here is Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 2, One Piece. Number 3, Sentenced to be a Hero, which is one of the ones I'm watching. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling is number 4. Gachiakuta is number 5. Dead Account, number 6. 7, The Fate Strange Fake. Number 8, Jujutsu Kaisen second season. Number 9, Hell Mode. And number 10, Scum of the Brave. That's what we got so far for those. I'm going to check and see what I can find as far as video game rankings. Okay. I got this. This is from Famitsu sales from 12/22 to 12/28. So December 22nd to December 28th. Mario Kart World, obviously, that should be no surprise. That was what it was on the other list. Pokemon Legends ZA. Kirby Air Riders, Pokemon Legends ZA for the Switch 2. Momotaro Densetsu, number 2 for the Switch and the Switch 2. Number 7, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Minecraft, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Animal Crossing, Super Mario Party Jamboree for the regular Switch. Mario Kart 8 at number 12. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba for the Switch. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake for the Switch and the Switch 2. And Nintendo Switch Sports, Tamagotchi Plaza. DC Chain didn't chart, but then you're worried considering the first episode they didn't compete for the commander's position like I thought they would. Yeah, they got interrupted. But I was glad to see it again. I was really, really happy to see that it came out, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. So I can't wait for episode 2 of Chain Soldier. And then we got to meet all the different commanders of the different squads. That was great. They all have different powers. Looks like Supreme Commander is going to be really tough to beat, that's for sure. She is seriously high-powered. But there we go. They even got more than the other list there. They go to the top 30. And they got hardware sales. Switch 2, obviously, it's there. And then the OLED model. PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. Switch Lite, Switch. PlayStation 5 is down here. PlayStation 5 Pro is down even further. And then Xbox is way down here. The only thing lower than the Xbox is a PlayStation 4. So there you have it. We'll get it for. I'll get it for you, even if Anime News Network isn't carrying it. I'll get it for you. You're happy to see Shishi again? It's Shushu. Shushu, not Shishi. Giant lollies do exist. She's a giant girl, all right. Well, all right then. Let's get to the main event here. Let's have some excellent 80s anime. I think you'll be happy with what I got in store for you. Just grab my notes here. Oh, yes. Number 1. The very first one coming up here is... Where are you? Ah, yes. There we are. Ronan's probably losing his mind. Well, it was funny because he's like, there's no fetishes in this show. Like, what? All right, the first show. And this one was a remake from the 1960s. So in the 1960s, you had... no, not this one. There we go. In the 60s, you had Gigantor, and then in the 80s, they brought him back with Shin Tetsujin 28, also known as Gigantor, the new adventures of Gigantor. But here we are. This time, it's in stereo, and it's in color. Yes, Alex, the first show. This is from 1980 as well. Good old Gigantor. The New Adventures of Gigantor. Or Shin Tetsujin 28. And I believe it starts out in the vastness of space. There's the Earth. And then there is a meteor hurtling towards the Earth. So that can't be good. And it eventually crashes. As you can see, there's Mount Fuji. And you won't see any subtitles because this is the dub. I tried my hardest to find an original subtitled one, and I couldn't. So I settled for the dub, and I know it was going to be cringeworthy to listen to, and listen to the names they give the characters, because the main character, the little kid, his name is Jimmy Sparks, and I was just like, oh, okay. But here we go. These are two bullet train operators, and they're like, did you feel that? Are they blasting near here? So anyways, there is the meteor with something living inside it. You don't think they made a sub for this one? It could be Fabric. I don't know who owns the rights for Tetsujin 28. We would have to see. I'm sure it'd be easy enough to find out. So out come the rescue copters to spray down the fire that was caused, and then the scientists show up because, they got to get right in there and see what this meteor is all about. And there's our hero, Jimmy Sparks. Comes riding in with the Gigantor above him there, and the police chief. He's coming to the scene to see what's going on. You remember your father looking into the sub with no luck. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'd be nice if they would do that. So there we are. What's going on? What's the scene here? Yeah, we got scientists surrounding this meteor. It's, I mean, why wouldn't you guys stay a little further back and wear like protective gear? You know, there's unknown radiation coming off this thing, and they're just like right in there. This guy's got his Geiger counter. He's like, not much. No, something's moving. And then they hear a scream. And they're like, something happened here. Now, they said in the show that his pulse is very low, but nah, that guy's dead. He's dead. There's no sugarcoating it. So I think they're going to take this meteor back for further study, which, sure, good idea, right? We'll get Gigantor to lift it up and take it away. Meanwhile, whatever was living in there leaps out. It looks like a big slime. And it causes things to explode. It looks like it's absorbing energy. And off it goes. It escapes. And after it they go. And it looks like it's heading for somebody's house, where there's a lady having a shower. You know, shower scene. It is in the house. The guy's looking in the oven. There it is. It was whipping by. He's got his gun. The kid has one too. Lights go out. Because of course they do. They're trying to find out where this thing is. There it is. And it's absorbed enough energy to become big. As big as Gigantor. So now it's time for Gigantor to fight this thing. But it absorbs energy. This is the 80s. The only protective gear they had was lab coats and glasses. Yeah. I got nothing. Just lab coat and glasses. So this thing's absorbing energy now from Gigantor. That's not good. But I think they called in the Army? The Air Force? There we are. Some guys in a helicopter shoot it with a laser. And yeah, Gigantor's out of commission for a bit. This thing grabs a rock, chucks it at the helicopter, which brings it down. Where is it? It's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, they're dead. So you got this guy singing in his truck. He's driving along. Boom! There's the beast. And there's other vehicles there that have been smashed. And he just he steps on the truck, and it's like, well, that guy's dead. They didn't say it in the show, but you can assume. You know that if you ever go to another planet, first place you go is the lady in the shower. For the lady in the shower. Well, yeah, helpless, right? So it's time to recharge Gigantor. Doesn't look like the authorities are doing very well. They're trying to attack this thing, and it's not working. He is stomping and crushing the military with ease. But I think they recharged Gigantor, and he's got to take on the beast again. They're thinking that maybe if they throw the monster in the ocean, the intense pressure and cold will take its toll on it. So that's what Gigantor is going to do. Grab it by the throat and plunge it into the ocean depths and take it down so that the pressure just crushes it. And it turns into a bit of a fight underwater. And then what they're going to do is they're going to decompress it. He's going to bring it from the ocean bottom up as fast as he can and hope that the change in pressure just gets rid of it. So here he goes. Up out of the ocean, and it doesn't feel very good, and crack, it's done. And now they sit and contemplate, was the monster really evil or was it just trying to get home? And there you go. There's Gigantor, or Shin Tetsujin 28 from 1980. And I can't remember if they have a preview of the next episode. No, just TMS. Those are the guys that must have done the animation. All right, that's the first one. That is now on to the second one. Oh, yes. The second one is from an author you know very well. You would know his work. It's got a very distinctive animation style. But this isn't his most famous work. This is one this was done before he became really famous with his show that he put out there. Which one am I talking about? This is Dr. Slump by Akira Toriyama. Of course, everyone knows Dragon Ball, or has at least heard of Dragon Ball. But before Dragon Ball, there was Dr. Slump. About this little foul-mouthed robot made by this professor who lives in Penguin Village and goes on like little adventures. And it's got the distinctive Akira Toriyama animation style, the character designs, recognizable right off the bat. And yes, the little robot's name is Aurelie. Aurelie. And this episode's about Superman. Because apparently he lives in Penguin Village with everybody. And he's griping. He's like, I hate appearing in public. And it's funny because he's a bit of a fake. And everybody's like, get him out of here. So I think he pulls out a grenade and he throws it at people. Just because they're bad-mouthing him. You think TMS has a YouTube channel? They have Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Yes, I saw that, Fabric. I saw TMS has a YouTube channel. Good on them for bringing anime to people. So the title of this is Superman in Danger. We got Dr. Slump. He's working away. And he lost his confidence until he thinks about Superman, and he's like, oh, I'm better than that guy. In comes Gatchan, trying to get his attention. So in order to get Dr. Slump to follow, pulls his pants off, runs off with him. He's like, follow me. Turns out, Araile-chan has a stomachache. And fun fact, Dr. Slump was what Futurana's Bender was based on? Really? That I did not know. So, Arale is feeling very sick. We'll find out why here. Looks like she ate a whole jar of umeboshi, or pickled plums. So, he's removing them from her body. Don't know why her head had to come off, but that's her head sitting there off to the side as he's removing the umeboshi from her stomach. Tells her she can't eat umeboshi. And he's like, why are you eating these? She's like, I want to be like Superman, because apparently Superman eats umeboshi and then his face gets all scrunched up because it's sour. And she thinks it's hilarious that people's faces scrunch up because the plum is sour. He's like, okay. She wants him to do it. Throw the umeboshi in there. So they throw the whole plate in there. His whole face scrunches up. So Rayleigh goes around getting people to eat umeboshi. Of course, the old lady's like, I can do it without that. Takes out her false teeth. So now she wants the professor to make it so that her face will do it. He's like, yeah, I can do it for you in a few days. She'll probably forget by then. But if she doesn't, she's going to turn into a gangster. And I had to get this in a couple parts because, I don't know, that's the way somebody put it up there. But anyways, do second part. So this is him having a dream about her being a gangster. Hey, Michael, how you doing? How's things over in your neck of the woods? We're just doing the second show from the 80s. The first one was The New Adventures of Gigantor. And this one is Dr. Slump. Made by Akira Toriyama. Alright, so he wants to figure out how to make something for Arale. There's Superman in his regular clothes. This girl loses a balloon. He's like, He's like, it's out of order. He's like, I'm not here to make a call. You got an insane amount of rain? Well, don't get washed away. Hopefully the drainage is good around there. So he puts down a skateboard and he flies over to The kid's like, my balloon, my balloon. He's like, okay, I'll get it. So he pops it. And that's not better. That makes the kid cry even more. So he's like, don't you know who I am? The mother's like, I don't care. And he's like, okay. So he throws a little bit of dynamite in her purse. He'll teach her a lesson. Kid comes back, gives him the stink eye. But boom! Superman gets his revenge. Meanwhile, here comes O'Reilly. She likes Superman. She doesn't care what anybody says. She's like, you gotta come with us. It's like, what's happened? Somebody's fallen down the well. I don't know. I don't think it's little Timmy. So he's got to go down there. He's like, well, why don't you go down there? She's like, the sign says no kids playing around the well. So he gives her the rope to hold so he can go down there. Down he goes. He's like, I need more slack. She's like, just tosses the rope. There, it's a pig in the well. Okay, so she ties the rope around the well. However, comes her teacher. Wonders why she's hanging out over here by the well. She's like, well, I'll take you home. Meanwhile, Superman has the pig. He's ready. He's like, pull me up. But there's nobody there. Morelli went home. Dr. Slump is trying out his the thing to make people's mouths go sour for mechanical. Okay, one more here. One more. I gotta switch to the third part. Part 3. So apparently it works on machines. It makes their mouths go all sour. He's like, oh, you're home. She's like, yeah, my teacher drove me. He's like, oh, your teacher? You should have invited her in because I have a thing for her, you know? There we go. Teacher's come back. He's like, oh, yes. Please come in. Teacher's like, the little pig is missing. And Raleigh's like, oh, yeah, he's in the well. And there we go. They're at the well. Everybody can see. It's Superman and the pig. As O'Reilly was holding the police car to look down into the well with the lights. The fire truck's there with their ladder. And they're gonna pull him out. There we go. Celebration. Superman did it. But I don't think he's going to be in any condition to have any kind of interview. And it looks like the little robot's mouth stays that way. It doesn't stop being all sour looking. So, looks like Superman is on TV. And he just can't say anything. He just eats his umeboshi. And everybody has a good laugh. So yes, Dr. Slump. It's a silly show. It's definitely got the Akira Toriyama humor in it. And it's another one from the 1980s. 1981 to be precise. And finally, we're going to hit up this last one. Close that. We'll bring this up. Let's see here. Do this. There we go. Finally, this last one. City Hunter from 1987. Yes. This one I really enjoyed watching this. Just to see what it was all about. Because you always hear about City Hunter. At least I do. It's like, well, what's going on here? So let's have a look. What's going on? Oh, there he is. Looks like he's got the old sniper rifle. And okay, there's a girl doing aerobics, but that's not what he's there for. He's there for this guy. But he's not going to get rid of the guy. Boom. He destroys that sword. And his buddy's like, all right, I'm out of here. He's like, oh, I'm going to get back to looking. Oh, that's not the girl I was watching. So our hero is called a sweeper, and he gets hired out for dangerous assignments. And apparently, in this white BMW, the villain asks young ladies for directions, and then he gets rid of them. And this is going around. And her sister, she's like, sorry, I'm late. But then her younger sister just slumps over and that's it. And now they talk about random shootings in Shinjuku. And the guy's name is Rio, our main character. His most important thing is whether the client is hot or not. So. And he's telling him to send her to the master's place. Well, there it is. So there she is. Right away, he's getting all touchy-feely until she smashes the table on his head. She doesn't know who he is. He's like, I'm the guy you're looking for. Come on now. Keep going. This is why I don't like doing stuff remotely. I'd rather have it on my own machine because then it doesn't have this lag. Come on, let's go here. There we go. Yeah, all right. We'll get this sorted out here. There we go. So she wants this guy that killed her sister brought to justice. Of course, he's like, oh, it looks like you really want to get rid of her. Get rid of that guy yourself. There's the master. He's the guy who helps out with things here. He hears things, he knows things, and when he brings this certain drink, it means that it's the end of the line for somebody. He says there's a man brought a runaway girl at table 5. So he's like, if you'll excuse me for a moment. So apparently this is a runaway girl who was picked up by somebody and is trying to use her for a robbery. So he's getting quite violent now. But our guy Rio, he's got a 357 Magnum. Tries to talk it out with the guy. He's trying to convince him to let her go. But he's like, oh, look what's behind me. If you shoot me, the bullet's going to go right through me and into these innocent people out on the street. And as you can see, there he is. Yeah, a lot of people there. Okay, he's getting ready to do it. Gonna hurt her. All of a sudden, boom. He gets shot. And he didn't break the window. What happened? He shot through his own hand to slow down the bullet. And he took the guy down. Hey, what's up, Godzillionaire? How you doing? Is this Robotech? No. This is City Hunter. It's like gritty crime drama with lots of opie thrown in there. So she wraps up his hand. He explains to her that he gets information. He'll be able to find out who did this to her sister. But when he gets outside, he's like, oh my God, it hurts. I shot my own hand. Come on now. Meanwhile, in a back alley somewhere, they realize that Rio has been hired to take care of this guy. So the guy in the beige jacket and pink shirt, he's the killer. He's going around killing people. I believe the guy he's talking to in the hat is an informant. The informant's like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to give up my fun. And he gets shot for his troubles. Meanwhile, Rio's getting first aid from his buddy there. Patch up the old hole in his hand. It's shady. He's like, you shouldn't have shot yourself in the first place. Well, he's getting patched up, talking about what's going on. And it's like, well, you know what's going to happen. You know who's going to go after now. Just give me a second here. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, kickbot. There we go. All right. So they know who the killer's going to go after next is the sister who hired Rio. So out at they call it Sunset 24, but it looks like a 7-Eleven to me. She's got her groceries. It's coming out. There's the white BMW. That's the killer's car. He's getting ready. Coming up on her. He's all ready to let her have it. But a police officer happens to walk by at just that time. So that's a failed attempt. Rio got into her house. He's like, hey, I'm here to protect you. He's like, did you bring me some pajamas to wear? Maybe a toothbrush? I'm going to stay the night here. Come on now. Of course, he's thinking they're going to sleep in the same bed. It's like, oh, well, that's how I'll protect you. She's angry. She doesn't want him here. He's got to explain to her that he's after her now. And he's really good at hiding, so. So, he's going to have to stick around here. Okay, so. He's like, come on, hop in. But no. She put up some curtains, and he can sleep in there. She's going to sleep on the couch. She's like, oh, you didn't have anything in mind, eh? Obviously, the killer finds out where she lives, and he's going to get her. She sleeps on the couch. Things seem to startle her in the night. He's coming. He's coming to the door. He shot the lock off. Pretty sure it shows that here. And he comes in there. Right up there. Puts some slugs into the... There we are. Pumps them full of lead and then leaves. She thinks he's died, but from under the bed comes a hand. Gives himself a little handful there. Little grab. He made a dummy. And he was able to take a picture of this guy. So they can see exactly what he looks like. He's at it again, though. He's asking for directions. And the girl runs away on him because somebody put that he's a pervert on top of his car. So he smashes that because he's angry. A guy running by hands him a paper. It's a calling card from the city hunter. Turn yourself in or die. So he is letting him know you have one way to do this. You either do it this way or you're not going to make it. So he's trying to find him now. Who handed me that message? Cop asks him if he's all right. Is everything okay? You seem panicky. It's like, no. People are playing pranks on me. He's like, what do you got on your back there? Somebody slapped a "please arrest me" officer on his back. He makes his way to the arcade. Gets himself some coffee, which promptly gets blown out of his hand because City Hunter uses his pew-pew to put a hole through his coffee. This guy's scared now. He's going to get in his car, take off. Come on now. You got to get caught up. But the City Hunter puts a fake bomb in there. Lets them know that, you can't get away. And I could have got rid of you lots of times over. So he's in shock now. But off he goes. They're going to follow him. So it's time for a little bit of a chase. He's driving his BMW. They're driving a Mini. So he's going to try to outrun him. Time for a good old-fashioned car chase through the park. All right. Confrontation time. Shoots the gun out of his hand. Why don't you give up, turn yourself in? The girl grabs it. She really wants her revenge, but she just can't bring herself to do it. He says he's going to do it. When City Hunter becomes Spy Hunter. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. Come on now, get caught up here. I was buffering. Boom, 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 boom. I need this thing to start catching up here. We're almost to the end here. Reach the crescendo, as it were. Give me a second here. I'll see if I can't refresh. There we go. That has it, hopefully. Help it make it to the end here. She just can't do it. He's relieved as well. He's like, no, you don't need to sully your hands with the dirty work. That's what I'm here for. He makes a break for it. Smashes into the car. She's like, he's getting away, but he's like, no, he'll be back. Because we know what he looks like. He's gonna try to get rid of us. So it's a standoff. He's driving along. City Hunter gets a... He goes, boom! City Hunter gets a little scratch on his face, and he takes out the wheel of the BMW, which proceeds to fly off the end of the roadway and crash. And it doesn't just crash. It blows up and starts on fire. So, buddy there, he's done for. He's not coming out of that. A good end for someone who is so despicable to just, murder people for fun. And off he goes. And then we'll see what happens on the next episode of City Hunter. He's always after the ladies. Next episode, Kill Me, Crosshairs Don't Become a Beautiful Woman. So that's City Hunter. Took a little bit to get through because of buffering, but this is a really good one. I like it. It's one worth watching. It's only 51 episodes long, but it's got good action. Yeah, I like it. All right, well, those are the 3 for this week. We've got New Adventures of Gigantor. We got Dr. Slump and City Hunter. So those are your 80s ones. I refuse to acknowledge the hotness that is Robotech. It's not good. It's 3 separate shows all mashed into one. Macross, I'll give you, is really good. The other 2 shows, they're just mid. Maybe not even that good. Southern Cross and Mospeada. I'll give you that it did get me into anime a lot more due to it being on in the 80s. But that's all the credit it gets. Anyways, next up, it's time for the shows of the season. Okay, so cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her. It's got some potential. It's the guy was reincarnated as a demon who's like severely overpowered, like even more than the Demon Lord, and he really likes this one healer girl, and he confesses to her. So he leaves his castle that he's in, and he goes out to be an adventurer. So we'll see how this goes. If he's really super strong, maybe he can win her heart over. I think he passed the mother-in-law test. Anyway, the mother came to talk to him and see that whether he was worthy or not of marrying her daughter. So this should be I don't know how serious they're going to get into it, but we'll see if it's going to turn out to be like some serious quest he's got to go on. Actually, hold that thought, you guys. I just need to take a quick break. All right, I'm back. Next anime up. What do we got here? Tune into the Midnight Heart. Okay, Buddy is trying to find this girl's voice he heard when he was listening to a podcast. And he thinks he knows the location, and he's got like 4 girls to choose from, so they all kind of sound like that one girl he's looking for. It's kind of a mystery. We have to figure out who it is. So I'll watch that for a little longer just to see what goes on here. Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers. All right. Watch the first episode of that. A whole lot of getting rid of people, that's for sure. And the guy that is going to be, looks like the Red Trooper, seems a little unhinged. So that's why I want to watch the original and see what they changed. Looks like I had the pickled cod. That Newfie food will turn your guts into rocket fuel. That Newfie food, turn your guts into rocket fuel. And don't forget to have some screech while you're at it. So yeah, Samurai Troopers. It's only 12 episodes, so I'll keep up with it. It's Play Misty for me, the anime. Yeah, exactly. I watched Sentenced to Be a Hero. It must have been an extra long episode because I watched that and I was like, "Whew, this is quite long." But yeah, being able to make a pact with one of the goddesses apparently gives you extra power. And he was in trouble because he got rid of one because she would exhausted all her power and was going to turn into a demon. So he had to end her life. That's crazy. But lots of action and lots of wiping out of demons, that's for sure. It's going to be a slashing good time watching Sentenced to Be a Hero. Chain Soldier Season 2! Let's go! I know me and Fabric are right in there. I don't know if the rest of you guys are, but Chain Soldier Season 2. We get to see if main character gets to find his sister. See where they've been taken by those overpowered. They call themselves gods, but they're just overpowered. And we got to meet like a bunch of the other commanders from the other squadrons, and everyone has a different power thanks to the peaches. So it was nice to see our familiar girls again. We'll get to see more rewards for our main character for, doing a good job. You are deep down, but you would have liked DxD Season 5 instead. I agree with you, Salver. Why not? DxD. Doesn't Freren come back next week? Freren comes back in 4 days and 20 hours. So yes, Godzillionaire. Freren, finally. Season 2. Sentenced to Be a Hero is one you'll watch when you have more time. Oh, that's good, Fabric. Yeah. Like I say, the first episode seemed extraordinarily long, but it was well worth it. Oh, I haven't watched The Holy Grail of Eris. I think that's a me and a Mrs. Mechanic show. I haven't watched Hell Mode yet. I'm behind by one episode. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling? No. I'll catch up on all these today. The Misanthrope Teachers class for demi-humans. And Kuran the Sorcerer. Okay, yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, crazy. It's about a blind kid who wants to make some eyeballs out of water so he can actually see. he seems to be very talented with magic, so that's good. And he's friends with the princess, but the princess's brother is a dick. And it's like, oh, you're gonna act like that, are you? Well, we'll see. Hopefully, our sorcerer can show him that just because he's blind, he's got really good power. Might be getting more Shuki lore too, I think. Okay. You guys are just into Freren for defeat. Freren feet. I'm in it for the demon slaying. That's for sure. And the fact that it's like, they just learn to talk just so they can fool humans. So don't feel bad for the demons. I don't get these tourists that come in and they're like, "Oh, the demons. Oh, feel sorry for them." No, I'm not doing that. They are evil and they want to exterminate people, so they get treated that way. And I believe, oh yes, we're getting close to the end of MHA Season 7. That's our dinner anime. So I got 3 more episodes of MHA Season 7, which, man, everything is terrible right now. Just awful. If I couldn't have hated All for One before, I'm definitely now. I'm driving the hate train for that guy. So I wish he would have All Might would have been done with him. That would have been good. Hey, you don't judge considering. Yeah. Who are you to judge, Fabric? Remember, you always tell us your Annie list would get you thrown into wood chipper. But yeah, that's it there, fellas. That's my season of anime is very short. The looks like the 10 shows that I've got going on, so it's I'm not overwhelming myself this time around. Just keeping it nice and short, small. That way I don't have to sit for hours on end watching these shows. Am I missing any? You guys, is there shows that I'm missing that should be on the list here? Any that you guys are enjoying that I don't have up here? Yeah, Yorishinden Samurai Troopers. Or Ronin Warriors. You want to check out the new Fate show? There has been a lot of Fate shows, hasn't there? Yeah, Ronin Warriors. Fate Strange Fake. Winter 2026. JJK just came back. Yes, there it is. Season 3, The Culling Game. Fate Strange Fake. There it is. Is Saber in this one? Oh yeah, there she is. Or it's a he. Saber. There's always a Saber in a Fate series, I guess. Oh, Saber is a class. All right. I am not Fate savvy. You like the recent episode, Alex? Okay, good. Yeah, it's in a Holy Grail war. Mages and their heroic spirits fight for the control of the Holy Grail, an omnipotent wish-granting device said to fulfill any desire. Years have passed since the end of the Fifth Holy Grail War in Japan. Now signs portend the emergence of a new Holy Grail in the Western American city of Snowfield. Sure enough, masters and servants begin to gather. In the face of such irregularities, the Holy Grail War is twisted and driven into the depths of madness. Let the curtain rise on a masquerade of humans and heroes, made to dance upon the stage of a false Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail War covered in lies. Pretty eclectic season. It is. There's something for everybody. Winter 2026 has something for everyone. Whether it's more Oshinoko or Hell's Paradise or Fire Force. Even JoJo. Reincarnated as a slime. Oh yes, Vigilantes. Trigun. There's 7 classes of servants: Saber, Archer, Caster, Assassin, Berserker, Lancer, and Rider. All the spirits are historic figures. Okay. Yeah, you guys know your stuff. Fire Force final season came back too. Yes. Fire Force season 3 part 2. Oh, Beastars final season part 2. Medalist season 2. Yes, there's a lot of Isekai Office Worker, Hanakimi. Fire Force is neat, but Soul Eater is so much better. I love Soul Eater Salvaire. I bought all the special edition mangas, hard copies, like the hard mangas. Hard covers, I should say. Hardcover books. Yeah, we got quite a bit. Oh, Choppers, Slice of Life. It's a TV short. That's all the information they have on it. Yeah, there is something for everybody this season. Even Evangelion. But yeah, there you go. That's the season. I don't have a lot on there, but I'll catch up today. Couple of OVAs from MHA on the Blu-ray discs that we have, so I'll watch those too. All right, I think I'm going to wrap her up there. Hope you enjoyed the 80s show. Don't forget the ones I mentioned there. We got Dr. Slump. We got Shin Tetsujin 28, also known as Gigantor. And City Hunter. I would see if I could find an original Gigantor or Shin Tetsujin 28. But it could be tough. Don't forget next Sunday, same thing, more shows from the 80s. Will your favorite be on there? I don't know. You guys mentioned quite a few in the chat there. I'm sure I could squeeze some of those in, because everyone has their favorite 80s show. Please just make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's on YouTube. Anywhere else, if there's a thumbs up, you hit it, or follow, whatever you like. I'm over on Rumble as well. There's Kick and Twitch, and of course YouTube. So, your streaming platform of choice. Coming up on Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday, I'll be here. We'll look at things from an industrial point of view. We'll talk heavy equipment, the skilled trades. We'll have a look at some videos and pictures of machinery I'm working on, stuff you guys probably haven't seen before. I know I'm going to have some new video and pictures, so make sure you guys pop in for that. We'll talk about what's going on in the world of the skilled trades. Maybe also a little bit about Alberta separation. Apparently I've learned that there's going to be a vote as to whether we want to leave, separate from Canada. So I'm interested in that, to see what happens. Hey, Aris, how you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully they give us video game rankings next week. I know! That's Anime News Network. I want to see what they're up to there. So, Trades Talk Tuesday. Join me. It's 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We can all have a look and see things from an industrial point of view. Yeah, you are. Fabric says you're late, Ars. Then, after Tuesday is Saturday. Saturday, more Odin Sphere. I'm on the Prince Cornelius phase of that game now. So I've got to go through it again, build my levels up, and get through all the different areas so I can get turned back from my bunny form, because apparently I'm a bunny now, into my regular form so I can marry my one true love. We'll have to see. So that's on Saturday. More Odin Sphere for the PS2. And then Sunday, yes, be back here again, you guys. Have more 80s goodness. I know you guys like your 80s anime. If Alberta becomes independent, your wife wants to move there? Really? Wow, that's wild, Fabric. How would you bring the herd, though? Like, you gotta bring the ranch with you, don't you? Or would you ranch up here? I mean, the winter's got to be more mild where you are right now than up here. You, Aris, you just woke up, excuse you. Don't sweat it, man. Don't sweat it. I appreciate you coming by. Okay, well, when I'm not streaming, you can visit these guys. Pacific 4 and 4, DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy, Carl at the RNG Podcast. Aris, you can visit Aris as well. He's on YouTube there, broadcasting games and such. There's Infinite Metal. He's a fun guy to watch. With his undead Dragon Lord companion, who mocks and ridicules him. And don't forget, there's a VTuber. She streams on Saturdays. Her name is Call Me Kixie. She's very family-friendly, very fun to watch as she plays indie games. And it's just a good old time. And she usually streams for the long haul. Like, we're talking like 6-hour streams. Like, wow. So you're bound to catch her on Saturdays at some time. Yeah, of course, ours. No problem. But that's it for me today, fellas. Hope you had a fun time taking a trip back to the 80s. I know I did. I really enjoy the animation. I really have a good old time. And there's some Macross for you right there. Minmay singing her song from the movie Do You Remember Love? You can check that one out too. If you don't want to watch the whole Macross series, you can always watch Do You Remember Love? Kind of compresses everything. And there's our girl from Daikon 4. That's the like Studio Gainax before they were Gainax put that animation together. You can't go wrong with that. Godzillionaire, he watched all of Gunbuster. He kept me up to date that he was doing it, and it was like he wanted it to be longer. It's only 6 episodes, but I'm glad you enjoyed it, Godzillionaire. Gunbuster, if you haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. Sit down, watch Gunbuster. You won't be disappointed. You wouldn't remember that too. Your kids live in Alberta as well as graduate. Oh, okay. That's right. Okay, so you have kids in Alberta and grandchildren. All right, Fabric. Well, if she wants to be closer to family, I guess. So thanks for coming out, everyone. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys the next time I'm streaming, which will be on Tuesday, or just join me on the weekends in the morning. It's a good way to start your morning off. I know I look forward to it. Chatting with you guys and just having a good old time. That's what we're here for. We're just here to have a good old time. You knew he'd get Macross in. Yes, of course. I'm no dummy. I'm gonna throw that out everywhere. It seems that it doesn't get enough attention. So I'm always gonna throw that out there. Alright guys, I'll see you the next time I'm streaming. Until then, I've been Pop and I am signing off.